can't stand this coffee, actually. I can't stand this coffee. It's a little...
It's green.
It's a green, like, chai tea latte.
It looks like you boiled Kermit.
How do you harness the excitement?
How do I harness the excitement?
Yeah.
With 2 buckles and 3 snaps.
Snap out of it.
Roll the opening. Hello, and welcome back to...
What's Safeword?
I'm Amp.
I'm Mr. Christopher.
And today...
we're doing what I love to do.
Nap?
No, open gifts.
Well, I mean, one man's terrible internet purchase is another man's gift. Considering you guys are watching this on a social media platform, I'm sure you guys know what advertising is, or even targeted ads, and the way in which social media tends to push, show, and sometimes just throw something so far down your throat, they should have consent. And so for the last couple months, I've actually been saving any time Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or another website advertises something a little bit more kinky.
But I get inappropriate ads all the time.
I know.
Like, I've got underwear ads with built-in rings.
That's a family-friendly ring daddy, clearly. And what really sucks is a lot of that stuff is not always great. Have you ever bought something from Instagram?
Yes, I bought the vibrator thing, a percussion vibrator. It never came. And then when I complained about it,
ironically, it didn't come.
when I complained about it, they said, well, we will give you half back. I'm like, what?
Deal with that. That should be your tagline.
See, and that's the thing. A lot of these things feel like scams, or marketing an item that is so bad quality or so mass-produced that you tend to lose a little bit of the character, the fun, and the flair that should be gear that you're buying. So today, without further ado, we are going to be buying some of the first advertised harnesses or kink gear that comes up on our pages as far as targeted advertising. I want to try it out. I want to see if it's good. I want to know if we liked it, if it feels like actual leather or gear, and if it's cute.
Are they all sex harnesses, or are they like suspender harnesses?
No, they're family-friendly harnesses. So, without further ado, let's get into the packages.
Bring on the packages.
Ah!
Where are they?
I was going after your package.
Oh.
It was a joke.
Got it.
Okay, this first one.
Ooh. First class. You spared no expense. Okay, I'm gonna need something sharp. Jumpy, get it.
Harder, Daddy!
This is not gonna way too bad. I can't even eat it. Okay.
Careful.
What?
Whoa.
Metallic.
I don't remember buying this.
I think that's a bag. You bought a bag?
Oh, okay, no, there's a harness in there too. What the? Why did they send us a unicorn bag?
Okay. So this is
the genuine leather bulldog harness from Triniful, which kept being pushed onto my page over and over again. It had a nice color to it. I liked the overall pictures.
So it's one of those fashion harnesses.
Yeah.
It's fashion? Is it wait, but is it fashion?
And it looks nice, but it's also not the pictured harness. There's supposed to be multiple rivets underneath the shoulders here. The buckles don't look the same either, because there's roller buckles.
On my runway!
God, these buckles feel horrible too. They just feel flimsy.
Yeah, all the hardware is cheap.
But how much would you pay for this harness? Wait, turn around one more time.
29 maybe.
See, this is bad harness. Harness should not bubble like this. It was retailed at $200.
What?
And we paid $99.99.
No. You got ripped off.
Well,
the leather is thin as paper.
yeah.
It's not finished on the back.
I'm editing this right now and I just really feel the need to show you and fully emphasize this was $99. $99 doll hairs.
And the daddy didn't even come with it. Like,
I mean, daddy optional.
what would you rate this out of 10?
Out of 10, I'd give this a 3.
If I was doing like a Leon cosplay and this was like $10, $15 on a cosplay. Here,
And help them.
like if I was using this for like a costume, or if I'd made this myself, I would charge someone like, maybe $40, $50 if I made this.
I don't like the turnaround. The back. This doesn't fit well.
Yeah, a harness shouldn't hang on you like this. It should kind of hold your posture up and give you like a nice looking shoulders. Oh, well now. Hey guys, it's me. In my harness. I give it a solid 4 out of 10.
Okay, I give it a 3.
They came bounding over.
And so one last note on the genuine leather bulldog harness. Like, that's not a bulldog harness.
Yeah, why are they calling it bulldog harness?
I don't know. But also, you'll notice that Black's Wrists, another advertiser that popped up on my page, is selling the same harness.
It's the same harness.
I also tried to buy one from Walmart. Of course, the Walmart version was only $12. And I think that that's actually what this is worth. It's the same harness.
It is the same harness.
They're the same picture.
They just had options for colors, but it was only $12.31.
Yeah.
Walmart one never came. And you know what? It's probably for the best because I didn't really need another harness that looked like that. But if anything, I hope this is starting to teach you to be a little distrustful of targeted ads that you get on social media that look too good to be true, because as you'll see here, let's just keep watching. It gets worse.
It was only $12.31.
So someone is mass producing these and selling them to different vendors and different outlets.
And none of them are worth it.
No.
Next harness. Next. Oh, wait.
Savage Fenty lingerie by Rihanna. Oh wait, we did this before. Didn't we have Rihanna underwear?
Yeah, it was underwear that was advertised to us for an old episode. But this was advertised to me probably because Rihanna's popular. She was at the Super Bowl.
Well, it's probably because you already bought her panties.
But this one popped up into my sidebar advertising when just going on random sites. You know the ones, they're like over here. They clearly are based on like your search history recently or something that you've set into your phone that's just right out of reach. Harness. But happened after I was doing a little bit of research on harness histories. So definitely was noticing the leather, the gay might enjoy this. Oh look, they just bought a harness from this ad. Let's give them another one. And then this popped on in my inbox. It's not a euphemism this time. I wish it wasn't in my inbox.
And this is the Extreme Sheer Body Harness, extra small to extra large, and that is a large size difference as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so it's a body harness, and it's worn like that.
It's great if you have a square body. I already hate it because you know what I hate about harnesses? Is trying to figure out which side is up.
I believe this is the, well, actually, wait,
See?
no.
No.
Is there a top?
No.
Well, I mean, right here. I'm a top. Oh, there you go. The tag in a harness should always help, actually. So that's the back of it. Okay, I think that's there. Okay, how much do you think this is worth, Daddy?
Well, if it's Rihanna, she's gonna overcharge. So it's come on. It literally has her branding all over it. You're paying for those letters. $200.
200, Jesus, no. The regular price was $49.95 for this. Not too bad as far as like spandexy things. Like if you bought something from Mr. S, you'd probably get about the same. Okay, then these are leg straps. But I purchased it for, guess how much?
$29.95.
$13.98.
Woohoo! And you still paid too much.
And I was forced to use a VIP, like exclusive member only, because it was my first purchase on the website. Guess how much that is a month?
A month?
Yes, and non-negotiable. They forced you to do it. There was no option to buy this at just $50, which I was fine to pay. They literally made me pay the VIP price, and then when I was like, I don't want this, they said, well, you have to pay for this next month, or we'll have to cancel your order, and then I'll just disable the VIP for you.
What?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
No, what's ridiculous is I'm still trying to figure out how to put this on.
I told you.
Oh, I got it. You step in like this. And then you stand under your umbrella. Ella. Hey. Okay.
I don't think it's sexy. I feel like you're like my luggage that I'm clipping together. That's literally the material it is those luggage things.
It's
Hideous.
something.
It's hideous.
I feel like without clothes on it could be fun, but like I don't like where these straps line up. Usually with a jock strap, you get stuff like there, and there's not enough tension here in the front to do that. So I'm gonna just have like saggy butt. Or the straps are gonna be like making my butt look weird.
And if that makes your butt look saggy, there's no help for the rest of us.
True. Shade, but no wait, compliment? Thank you.
That was a compliment.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I don't like it. While I enjoy and appreciate the inclusivity of different sizes, something that goes from an extra small to an XL, that's a huge size range. I would split it up just so it fits a bit better because it feels a little odd. And while there are adjustable points, the points that are being adjusted aren't gonna help with the sizing problems I have.
You know what's even sadder is You literally have the brand all over you, and I can't read what it is.
Yes.
It cuts off the TY almost everywhere.
Oh.
There's not a full word Fenty. It says Savage Fin.
Savage.
Savage Fin.
I give it a 3.
I give it a 2.
Ooh. Do you want to try it on?
No.
And so when we look at harnesses like this, and when we see photos of harnesses from like Mr. S Leather, or even recently we had photos of, well, me specifically, that were taken from my personal Instagram of What's a Safeword gear and Mr. S Leather gear being used to sell for someone on Facebook.
Yeah. And it was kind of a fake shop too.
And it's so disheartening and stupid, and I don't know why these platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter allow these very knockoff, cheap, or just fake items to steal our money. But then when shops like, say, Mr. S Leather or even a Scrapyard try to promote, sometimes these sites have problems because they are run by queer business owners. Like Mr. S Leather, how many times have you guys lost your account?
We have lost our Facebook account 4 times so far.
And I actually got to sit down with one of my favorite smaller companies that does custom stuff, Scrapyard Leather, recently.
I know, I love their hoods.
They've made my personal hood. Again, this is a custom piece, but it's a small business that's charging you for the work that they do, the customizations, and they didn't just do a puppy hood for me.
They did a pony hood for me.
And even sent us matching harnesses that respectfully match the style of our own hoods. And it's good quality leather. It's actually leather. It's sewn by hand and it's custom fitted with snaps. That's back. No, I'm kidding.
It's not.
I know.
It's right.
And I can actually, like, you know.
All right.
The snaps are nice. But we got to talk about like ethical consumption under capitalism when it comes to custom stuff, but also buying these more inexpensive items from websites like Wish or even Amazon.
I find that accessibility of more affordable gear off of sites like that, it provides people an entry level where they can kind of try out that shirt for your analogy.
Yeah.
And then later on down the line, they buy themselves a full, nice, tailored suit. It gives them that option to try it out.
I think where the one little gray line in the sand about all this of accessibility is that making sure that you don't take someone's idea and then profit off it. I think it's kind of like a mid-ground. You want to create accessibility and affordability for everyone to enjoy, but you also don't want to take someone's artistic integrity and run with it and then bury it into the ground. You know what I mean?
Because as we've seen here, these things are being sold all over the place at different price points, and you never know if what you get is actually going to be what you want.
And isn't it better to support a gay or queer-owned business instead of doing these mass marketed through Facebook?
Now you're barking up the right tree. So if you'd like to hear that full conversation where we talk with Scraps and Kona, the owners of Scrapyard Leather, you can check that out on our podcast. But I just really appreciated that they were able to kind of sit down, talk us through the process of even having a small business, but also leather crafting and how difficult it can be to make something sexy that also fits.
Hey!
I was waiting for the horse pun. Next harness. Well, here, while I get this off, you can open the next one. I'm sorry, Rihanna, I love you. I love you so much. I hate this harness, though. That is the futuristic padded chest harness Vertigo.
So you get vertigo wearing it?
And it's from Differio.
No matter how you pronounce it, the most fascinating part is, as I was editing this and doing a bit more research in just the company and the products they do sell, I happened to find a very similar, very interesting deja vu kind of harness that was built almost exactly the same way. And it, oh God, this is giving me trust issues on where I buy things. And while I did not buy this harness because I didn't want to buy the same harness from everywhere, I wanted a bit more diversity. I think it is safe to say this one is actually created probably by them because they have their own photos, and it actually looks like the harness they got there is modeled differently than the first one that we opened. But I did go with something a bit more futuristic, a bit more stylish, and a bit more padded.
It kind of has like a steampunk, like almost Mad Maxy feel to it. The one thing that really frustrates me sometimes is when people aren't able to figure out a harness, when they take it apart so many different ways that you can't figure out how to put it back together. This
Did I do it right?
looks like you did it right.
I think it's too big. This is never gonna fit you.
This futuristic padded harness Vertigo men's padded chest harness features asymmetrical shoulders for a dystopian gothcore future vibe. I will say it only had one size, so again, we're running into they're trying to fit everybody. And while you're not small by any means,
Rude.
this doesn't fit you very well.
It's this part right here this part needs to go tighter.
I physically can't. Look at the side here. Raise your arm. There's maybe 2 inches here, and then maybe 1 more inch here.
And I almost would prefer it without this strap. Wouldn't it be better if it was asymmetrical? Get rid of that strap.
Kind of. If it fit, and it didn't have a strap that you didn't like, and their straps were actually kind of more adjustable, how much would you think this was?
$29.95.
How much do you think we actually paid?
$19.95.
That was $98.90.
$98?
I kind of want to try it on because I like the overall look of it. I was actually kind of excited for this one. This is small.
That's not small.
This is small. What?
Maybe in robot sizes.
I want you to look at that though. Does this look like the same harness?
Yeah, I mean it does. It looks like a padded backpack. It's basically a padded backpack.
And you know what the worst part is? If it had a pocket in it,
that'd
be so fucking cool.
You would love it. You love a good pocket right down their chest.
It's very gothcore and I don't mind the style of it, and even like over something could be really cute. But what the hell? It needs a pocket. There's so much padding here.
Do they have extra small?
And I don't think so. There was only one size. See, I'm okay paying like $90 for this if it's like a smaller seller of some kind. I'm not too mad about that. I don't feel like I've been misled like this guy was. Fire!
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I was almost kind of scammed with the Fenty stuff.
It's a size small, but also, who's Jonas Corbin? Who's Jonas Corbin? This is not Differio. This isn't the same brand. That's not the same brand.
And this is an interesting fashion.
Yeah.
At least.
Is it giving fashion?
But is it fashion?
It's giving a little bit of fashion. But you know what I bet you could do? Because you're good at sewing. I bet you could deconstruct this and make something interesting out of it.
I'm trying to think about how I can add a little pocket zip on the inside here by hand sewing it. Because I actually kind of like it. I'm giving this one a solid 7.
Okay.
A solid 7 out of 10.
Okay, I'll allow it.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
I wish it had a bit more thickness to it, some more batting in there as a costumer.
I still wouldn't have paid $98 for it.
Yeah, no, but I'm okay trying new things. 7 out of 10.
I mean, just the stitching alone on this.
Someone had to do that.
The quilting is nice.
What are you giving it a rating wise?
I'll give it a 4.
Wow.
I haven't been bowled away yet.
Okay. It should be noted, none of these are sponsors. I hope that's clear, because we're being pretty critical of this. As far as Differio, I would defer to maybe. But especially with this guy, when we talk about things like, let's say the Pluffle that we bought, pricing is always gonna be a little bit more aggressive because they're new companies just starting out. Some of these companies that are marketing here do feel like new companies or small companies, but they also feel sometimes like a shop in China that's mass producing something very cheaply and trying to hike up the price.
And they're relying on the imagery to sell it. Because the imagery and the graphics are so glossy and high end that you think that's what you're getting.
Yeah. Next up, and actually last but not least, so I ordered a number of things for this video. One from Walmart, which was literally just a reskinned version of this.
Where's that?
It never got
So
me.
you got scammed by Walmart?
I got scammed by Walmart.
Wow.
And then another one from Hot Topic of all places. I tried to order it 3 different times. I tried to pick it up in person. I literally was like giving them fake addresses to see if they'd send it to my like P.O. box personally. They wouldn't ship it.
What's Hot Topic?
Wow.
Hot Topic?
Okay.
Is that where you get hot tops?
You've never heard of Hot Topic?
Is it a clothing store?
This is Hot Topic. So they do a lot of like pop culture-y t-shirts, like the pop figurines. They do fun kind of.
Is it a standalone store?
It's in a mall. Have you ever been to a mall?
Not in 20 years.
Oh. It's a very popular store in the mall. And
like Spencer's Gifts.
It usually is right next to a Spencer's Gifts.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I did try. I couldn't buy it. They wouldn't let me. And Hot Topic canceled my order completely. They didn't charge me. They just canceled it. But I do want to note that it also looked like a very inexpensive, kind of cheap version of leather.
It looks a little like odele hee hoo.
So last but not least, fabric of the universe was on my radar, but what really caught my eye was a specific harness, kind of like running, jogging, pockety thing that actually looked kind of good.
This is what He-Man wears. It's fabric of the universe. He-Man. The master of the universe.
No, those are the masters of the universe. Uh-oh.
This looks like a baseball catcher's outfit.
I had to figure out the Savage Fenty. This is yours. This is the HLCSRT dual holster bag.
So this is like a hiking camera bird watching kit,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. I mean, Fabric of the Universe is like, they kind of have like this almost Japanese inspired streetwear
Well, it
brand.
has Japanese writing on it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what it says, but it's in katakana, I think.
I mean, I don't hate it, but if I was going hiking, this would be kind of fun to have. It feels manly. It fits fine and it adjusts. I don't think of it as fashion.
But is it fashion?
What is it, fashion?
There's so many straps on here.
Yeah, that's a little weird, but that's what makes it all backpacky. I mean, I'd wear this to go hiking down a cliff to the beach. Got my sunscreen, potato chips, all my snacks. Actually, it might not be big enough for my snacks.
You do need a lot of snacks. Okay, I mean, I feel like it's upside down. This strap to tighten it is going up. And there's so many straps on here. Give us a little spin.
I mean, I like it. I'll keep this one. You can have the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, it was my money, but
It's our money.
yeah. And so, how much do you think this lovely hiking harness from the future in Japan go for?
Well, the zips are actually not bad quality. I think they'll hold up to use. It seems durable. It also seems waterproof. I'd spend $100 on it.
Okay. This only cost us $39.50.
That's the best deal yet. But it's easy to get on and off. You just unclip the front and slide it off. Yeah, I like it. And it's actually quite comfortable. They also stitched the interior of it with a nice soft lining so that it's padded and it won't hurt your shoulders.
Here, let me just keep it over here for
No.
safekeeping with all the other things that will definitely stay here. I will say, as far as the brands that we found today, this one was the one that had kind of the most fashion style that I really appreciated. See, I would go back to this shop and like buy a few more things.
He's not even doing the show anymore. He's just...
No, I'm shopping.
She's
so-
shopping.
I'd give that a solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
maybe
no,
even 9.
I'm with you on that one. 8 out of 10.
It's
For $39.
adjustable.
It's worth it.
And yeah, you could go hiking, running.
In materials alone, it's $39 worth.
I find it especially interesting when going through these shops that know that you're gay or queer, know that you're kinky, know you're into leather, that sometimes the items are really good. They're nice. I actually really like what the product looks like, but then you buy it and...
Yeah, that's really cheap.
And we found the same one at 3 different price points being marketed to us on Instagram. And kind of what's really interesting is a lot of the gear that we're finding, as you've seen, is like dark browns or just generic blacks, because I think colored leather is just too hard for these people to like knock off things and still make actual leather from. Have you ever noticed how there's not too many colored options on these?
Well, colored leather is more expensive.
Yeah.
So they're trying to keep their costs down as much as possible.
Yeah, and that's why it's nice to see customized leathers. You can do stuff through Etsy, Mr. S Leather, or even smaller businesses like Scrapyard Leather who do customize things with the colors you want, with the patterns you want, that go through a customized process. And while you are paying a little bit more, you're not getting something that shows up 2 months later, smells like shit, and doesn't fit properly. And what I love about those businesses that actually do the work for the community, not the ones that buy advertising space and make money off of us, but the ones that go to the conventions like Scrapyard Leather, Mr. S Leather, they go and they talk to the people in the community, they ask what they want to see, and they build stuff that reflects the fun nature and the diversity of the community that we're in.
Well, the other thing is there's not a lot of character or passion in the things we bought. They're just kind of basic.
Yeah, and they are made generically, so they hopefully fit everyone okay.
Right.
It's, as far as a final thought goes, the biggest feedback is the stuff feels a little soulless at times when you're buying it through Instagram and Facebook. I'm not surprised by that.
One size fits all.
I'm actually bolstered that I should be spending money, and while it might be a little bit more, on a company that I like that's actually a part of the community. So which one was your favorite? I think this one's my favorite.
I like this one. I'll keep this one.
Well, no, I want to just put them all together, you know, let's see how it looks.
On top of each other?
Yes.
Actually, I don't hate that together.
I do.
They kind of work. Now do the brown one. Oh, no. First you have to do the Fenty.
Oh God. Okay, I remember how to do this, I think.
You know what would have been fun? If all the backup dancers at the Super Bowl had to put those on the floating platforms.
Oh my God, they would fall. Those poor guys.
2 hours later.
Rihanna, please! Oh, I need my bag. Honestly, I've never felt sexier. What did you think of the items we had today?
2 of them are too fashion for me. One of them was really low quality.
Yeah.
And then the other one's my favorite. Fabric of the universe!
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same page with you there. And if it doesn't stay here or you lose it, that's unfortunate. I wonder where it'll be.
I do. I know exactly where it'll be.
Oh, hello. Yes, I'm just on my way to a business meeting here in my harnesses, like a professional.
Was there a phone in the pocket?
It's my phone.
Oh.
If you guys enjoyed this episode or want to see more episodes like this where we try things that get advertised to us, leave a comment down below.
And if you like ringing bells, ring that bell down below.
And if you think this is fashion, you better subscribe because, come on. Come on, fashion, giving fashion.
It's fashion? What is it fashion? It's fashion. What is it fashion? It's fashion.
What would you rate me with all of them on?
You don't want to know.
Whether being fashionable or not, though, always have a safe word. And today's safe word is...
I'm too sexy for my harness. Too sexy for my harness.
Do you have to sing the whole thing, or...?
Da 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 da.
See, that seems a little
I don't know the
long.
rest. Right said Fred.
Bless you. And we will see you all next time. Bye! Make him wait for it, Trevor. Boom.
Are you doing Blue Steel? Are you doing Zoolander? Are you Zoolander? What's happening? Stop. You're